Hell yeah, dude. We're back, dude, in the Paytch.
Man.
People thought we weren't coming back to the Paytch. They're like, all I'm getting are these shitty psych nulls.
Oh, man.
Nah,
well,
dude.
we got, the government shut us down.
Government
what
shut
can
us
we
down.
do about it?
You had a first gig week after all the COVID shit.
Yep.
And it was like, yeah, we got shut down by the government, and the 1 week just got away from us. Studio, that was a motherfucker setting this thing up, man.
Yeah,
it was
dude.
like,
And Zoom, I don't know. Doing Zoom podcasts sucks.
It gets
I
old,
really don't
man.
like it.
It gets fucking. I actually don't mind it at all, but
Yeah.
it gets old, especially when you get a taste of the stewed. It's like, let's do a Zoom one. It's like,
Yeah.
man.
Nah. We just got some Mortal Kombat in during the break. Pretty good. You won one.
Shots you, son.
Are you 1-0?
Huh?
No, you beat me. 2-0.
Well, I beat Billy earlier. Well, me and Billy, I'm 1-1 with Billy right now, and I did beat him by a last-minute head decapitation. So like he
Nice.
had like all of his life, and I did some weird move where I just instantly fatality. It was a brutality.
Oh.
Brutality, Billy. Yeah, I mean, look, Mortal Kombat's anyone's game. It's like I'm on my
Yeah.
high horse right now. Next week I could be.
I figured out some of the buttons.
You were
I
looking
was
pretty
picking
good.
LeMaire. You can attest to the difference between the first time we played and the second. Just different player.
Sure.
Immediately picked
I
up
watched you from the steps. I saw that one. I saw you throw that ice spike, and I thought to myself, I was like, excellent.
Yeah, dude.
Superb.
I saw you sitting there just like, yes.
Yeah, man. Like I said, right now. There's a big beef between me and Sydney and Mortal Kombat. He swears he can beat me. I'm like, bro, I can smash you. He says he beat me in our old house.
I don't think he beat you in the old house.
I don't remember that, man.
I don't remember Sydney being a competitor in the old house.
Dude, there's a big.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It's a big controversy. Sydney claims he's gonna smash me when we play.
I get it. As an elite gamer myself, you get a lot of people chirping.
True.
I get a lot of people telling me, "Oh, I beat you in NHL." Noah, what happens? You get dealt with and sent home unhappy. You want to play me in FIFA? Murder.
That's not even fair.
I can't even remember that. If somebody plays me in FIFA, what would happen? I don't know.
Yeah.
I may lose control. I may Tony Stewart.
You just kind of go autopilot in FIFA.
I may Tony Stewart someone. Be like, oh, this is friendly competition. I may kill him.
True. Oh, you might.
I may Tony Stewart whoever
You
I'm playing
might
at
fucking hit
FIFA.
him
Tail
with-
whip him after a goal. Oh,
Dude,
man.
It's on everybody's mind right now. The Patreon pandemic, or not the
The
Patreon,
Reddit.
the Reddit situation. Well, not even that. It's the funniest part is again what you were like how
Dude.
there's the refugees.
The refugees from Cumtown is so fucking funny.
Dude.
And then they were like, they sheltered us during the SNL thing, like let them in.
True.
It's very funny.
Yeah, man. I mean,
And I saw one comment that was like, "I'm $1 million extreme refugee, dude. We've been wandering lost in the desert.
that's Lost
for like
Boys,
40
dude.
years." Yeah, dude. The $1 million extreme Reddit they've just been in the wilderness.
Well, I propose a mega merger. Since again, I feel like I'm wondering what they're going to do about all this stuff.
Lewis proposed a mega merger.
What's
as
a
well.
mega merger?
His mega merger was somebody should just make a subreddit for all East Coast podcasts.
Well,
It's
not a bad
that
idea.
was Lewis's.
And that's good too. Yeah. Well, what I was thinking was
Which would instantly break into tribes.
awesome.
And people be like, these guys are gay, fuck them. Yeah,
That's the best.
very
That's
funny.
such a good idea.
The way they make fun of our Reddit is very funny.
What do they say?
It's like Sites, fucking. It's very funny.
I was thinking something more along the lines of like a financial mega merger where it's like, all right, so we'll take Chapo, we'll take Cumtown, we'll just split the money
Chapo?
evenly. Yeah, because Chapo got their subreddit banned too. So we'll all join and we'll split the money evenly. We'll go full communist on this. Chapo gets like $250,000 a month.
Yeah, true.
So
Chapo needs to start practicing what they preach and giving us some
that's
of
what
their
I'm saying.
money.
Let's squad up and go. I'm fully ready to go communist on all
Yes.
these Patreons, and we're definitely doing some branding, and we'll just split the pod. I don't even know what the pod is. We'll split it evenly.
True.
I think Chapo makes like $250 a month.
Yes.
Cumtown's up there. We'll just split it. Who cares?
Yeah, I think we should split it 3 ways.
We'll split it. We'll all just do it like an unwatchable Zoom with like 18 people.
Yeah. Fuck me.
Fuck you guys.
I'm gonna break this fucking chair, dude.
You can't.
These things
You cannot
are
break it. You can't
the
break
most
that chair.
worthless fucking armrests in every show.
It's not
If somebody
true.
put
It's
together
not
clips,
true.
somebody could put together a clip of me going like this every fucking 3 minutes, and occasionally being mad about it. Occasionally being like,
I think that's there has to be some sort of gaming function where you got to splay your arms.
It's for the big boys.
I think that's your sex torso too. When you put the controller down, have sex with your sex torso, you splay the arms apart. You're just like
bang torso. Yeah. Oh, Phil saw that in the.
How do you feel about that?
He was unhappy about it. He's like, you got guys down there with the showing you their blow up dolls and shit. What are you doing down there? He wanted to be on camera. I was making fun of him for that. Man. He came down and just stood behind me.
I saw that.
I was like, what are you doing?
Fame lust.
You need it. It runs in our blood. It runs in our blood, dude. I have been getting bodied by my shrink.
He's getting you.
Fucking every week.
Breaking you down?
Literally, basically every week he comes in and is like, yeah, you know you're a pussy, right? I'm like, no.
Fuck you, dude.
He's like, you're being defensive again. I'm like, nuh-uh. He gets in. He got in my guts today.
It's good.
Yeah, it was
good for the soul.
It was good. He was the second person to get fucking the king descended upon high on a phone call that got my guts as well.
Oh, he got you.
And then this guy, my psych, also, my shrink, reiterated that I am, in fact, a faggot. I was like, all right, maybe these people are onto something.
That's so fucking funny. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I told you I went in to go to a therapist. I went to a therapist really like, I'm going to school for this. I should check it out and know what's going on. And I swear to God, I thought I was going to go in there and this lady be like, hold on, let me write that down. What did you say? It's some groundbreaking theories. And the lady just looked at me and was like, okay, yeah, that's not how you do that.
Yeah,
like, why do you think this? And I'm like,
yeah,
what are you talking about? That's just how it is. And she,
every once in a while, I'll get into like basically like doing a podcast to a guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, all these faggots on the left are like fucking this. And the guy's like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? This is about you. I'm like, it's just not fair. Like the way things work. Like I get canceled. This guy's just like, no, we're not talking about that.
I've definitely ran stuff by. I remember one time the last time we met, I told her about the whole thing about, I was like explaining the podcast and I was like, yeah, we did this thing about like dads who are like protecting their daughter's virginity, but like instead threaten to kill themselves if you fuck their daughter. And this lady just looked at me and was like, what? I'm like, I mean, it's pretty funny.
It's funny.
I literally,
you don't understand how that's funny.
It's actually kind of funny the way, and the lady was like,
yeah, I mean, if you put any sick ass bit we come up with on paper, it looks fucking insane, dude. My favorite one is the Civil War one. Just a lady having to type that out and being like, they said the Connecticut soldiers were used as sweet boys.
Yeah.
And the rebel yell was so gay. It's like, I mean, I don't know how I'm going to explain this to anybody. Yeah, dude. This was funny. I don't know if I should out my shrink like this.
Why?
But
he was
like, look, I don't care how you feel about him, but he's like, Donald Trump seems to, he like hit me with like a Trump doesn't care what people think. You know, you get
damn
like, sick, dude. Basically, I had a
he's building you
an
up
old
to
dude
Trump.
called me to be like, yo, you should be like Trump, dude. I was like, exactly.
Damn, dude.
I can't wait to tell him next week that that's what I took out of the meeting. I'm like, yeah, he told me to be like Trump last week, right?
What?
No, I was calling him an idiot. No, you said I should be like Trump.
Like, no, I got it loud and clear. I read you.
I read you.
Dude, this is what I want to talk to you about. Well, first of all, yeah, the situation with the subreddit, people have been just like, how do I get in? It's like, just.
It worked out for me because I'm not logged in, and now I can kind of stop looking at it, hopefully.
Yeah. Well,
once it closed, I'm done.
Well, the other thing, too, is like,
I'll definitely log in.
The operation that is the subreddit is so fucking funny. It's like, shut it down.
Yeah.
Storm the hatches. It really makes me laugh. But man, I don't know. People, it's like, just chill on it for a couple days. You'll be all right. And people are hitting me up like, why did you do that? I'm like, dude, I don't even control the subreddit. I don't give a shit about it. So, But it'll be back. I kind of want to just be like, fucking open it, man. Just open. Because that's the other thing, too. It's like, then it gets into this weird thing where it's like, close it down. Like, that almost looks guilty. It's like, just fucking keep doing it. If they do it, just write another one. Dude.
Yeah.
It's a fucking subreddit. Just delete it and start another one. All of you fucking idiots will find each other in 2 seconds back online. Like, I fucking hate her too. Fuck her.
Yeah.
Just fucking let them do whatever they do.
Yeah, if you delete stuff, it makes it look like you're guilty.
Exactly. Dude, yeah, man, you got to let it fly.
Yeah.
And everyone, they're already starting a Dudes Rock subreddit. That'll be the new hang. I think Dudes Rock, honestly, should be the new hang.
Maldog.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude.
Someone put it up.
This is basically a fan podcast for.
It's quickly
this
become
has become a fan podcast.
It's quickly
for Nick Mullen and Sam High. We gotta start bringing him in.
Yeah, what happened with him, man? He kind of just went off.
No, he's out. He's doing his
thing.
Yeah, I've been watching his videos lately.
Nice.
They're incredibly funny.
Dude, $1 Million Stream was.
They're still incredibly funny.
Next level.
That was next level for sure. That was so next level that people were like, "He's a Nazi." It's like, no, dude, that's just next level.
True. That is big time.
Anyway, we got.
I mean, the guy at Domino's, next level. The pizza maker.
Yeah, that was next level. We just saw a headline. Benji Himmelfarb posted it. I guess these people that worked at, not at Papa John's. Where was it? Domino's made a swastika out of pepperonis and
personal size. Or was it large? What size was this pie?
I'm imagining to get a decent swastika, it had to be pretty big.
True.
I think it was a Little Caesars actually.
Oh, Little Caesars?
Yeah, it was Little Caesars.
Was the swallow on a stuffed crust or not?
No.
That would be hard to turn down. You get
True.
a swastika, a beautiful pepperoni pizza with a hate symbol on it, but it's stuffed crust, and you're like,
I'm eating that pizza.
You're like, this thing has a swastika on it. You're like, really? It's like, well, I ate a couple slices out of it, but yeah, it had. I mean, yeah. Now it's just kind of looks like an L7
you have to
thing.
You have to preserve the hate crime, like Jussie. You have to wait till the proper authorities get there. They definitely did. They definitely sat a pizza on their island in the kitchen till a cop showed up.
That would kill me.
No, they must have taken a picture of it, posted online.
Do you think they ate it? They ate this? Do you eat a swastika pizza, or are
Yes.
are you allowed to eat one of those?
You have to.
You have to destroy it, basically. Like, we have to destroy this now.
True. I bet if you were gay enough to take a picture of it and report it for a hate crime, you definitely threw it in the trash. We're like, get this out of here. Trump's America.
I'm not eating this.
Which obviously, whoever did it.
Yeah, you'd be right not to eat a swastika pizza. Like, who else? Whatever. What else did they do to it?
Oh yeah, true.
You know what I mean? I would be
All
like,
right, I'll give you that.
It's a perfectly fine pizza.
Not
Don't
on the
get hung
moral
up on the
high ground.
symbology of the pepperoni.
Yeah, it's like this could be one of the Hindu. This could be the ancient Hindu pizza.
Yeah, there's definitely something. I would suspect if I saw a swastika pizza, I might not eat it, honestly.
Yeah, that's pubes.
Because you're getting like a year lifetime. I would actually settle out of court. I wouldn't even call the paper. I'm like, I have you guys, right?
True.
Like, dude, you kidding me? I'll go public with this.
Yeah.
Although they could probably sue. If you get a swastika pizza, you probably get like $100,000.
That'd be a sick defense, though. Just be like, Your Honor, if you smile right now, we're innocent. We sent somebody a swastika pizza. You think it's funny? If you don't laugh, we'll take it.
Well, the fucking
here's a picture of it.
The manager that had to go down and crack down on his team that did that from coming from higher up. Like, what is your team down there doing? You're like, I don't know, man.
Who, the people we hired to work at fucking Little Caesars? Yeah, they are nuts, dude. Yes, they're sending out swastikas. I have no control over this group.
Dude,
They should make like one of those movies of like a teacher that has to help troubled youth about like a new Little Caesars manager.
Dangerous
that
mind.
has to come in. He has to dangerous mind a bunch of like stoners that are sending out swastikas. Obviously, it was a goof.
You think, or you think
There's
someone hate pizza?
Unless there was an actual Nazi that works at Little Caesars that's like, I gotta send a message to these motherfuckers.
You think he's tossing pizzas while it's in the air? He's like, salute Hitler.
Yeah, sure, that's how he
Hi,
catches
Hitler. Hi, Hitler.
That's how he catches the pizza.
He's just tossing them up. Throws it up 88 times.
Blur that screenshot, LeMaire, please. Or use it as the screen art for our next episode.
With the Nazi pizza. If you could somehow screen art a pizza flying in the air with a swastika and us throwing it up like we're spinning it.
Man.
Yeah, man. Also, imagine that being your day. If I got, dude, I mean, I'm not comparing the fact. So I got a fruit bowl today. I wanted an acai bowl. They made it with dragon fruit instead. I'm not saying that's as bad as getting a swastika on your pizza. I just fucking hate it. I didn't make a fuss.
Yeah.
I was gonna call it in my head. I was like, I'm about to get a free acai bowl, and I was like, just eat it, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, that person definitely. I mean, if I got a swastika pizza, I might tweet it.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Yeah.
It'd be truly funny.
It's irresistible, especially right now. To get one right now, who got it?
I don't know.
It'd be funny if someone's dad got it. And was like, what the hell?
It couldn't have been. Jews don't eat Little Caesars.
True.
I'm gonna go on the record and say that. That's a guess. I don't know.
I mean, dude,
pepperoni is that kosher?
I don't know. I don't think.
No, it's not.
Damn, Jews got
unless they added pep intentionally.
That's who did it. That's who reported it.
Oh, it was a chick?
Yeah.
Jewish chick?
No.
How do you know? You're looking at her picture.
She's just
You're just looking at her picture and be like, not a Jew, dude. She's hot. That's crazy.
No morals.
So, fair enough. So you're saying she's not a Jew. Fair enough. Thank you.
Judge has seen it.
I mean, that's a happy ending.
He saw a girl's Twitter profile and he's like, no.
Nah, she's
she definitely could have been. But she's awfully skinny to be ordering Little C's.
Yeah.
Her husband.
Think your husband
Look
fucking
into
arranged
him.
the box? Yeah.
Do you think it was an inside
Most
job?
pizza swastikas are the person's partner.
Of course.
Usually it's you don't look
usually
very
someone
far.
you know.
He was like, "Fuck you, bitch! I fucking hate you."
Oh, your shitty mother-in-law's coming over? My fucking, your mother, your Jewish bitch mother, want some pizza? All right, here you go. Yeah, it's funny. An anti-Semitic. He's like, out of the oven. That's no good. I apologize.
What if it was like one of those YouTube couple prank videos where he was trying to prank her with a swastika pizza?
Hey, babe.
Look
hey,
at my
babe.
dumb wife's reaction to this. She's like, we need to call the authorities. He's like, oh, fuck. I'm calling them now, honey. Fuck. I fucked up.
Where was that pizza from? Fucking Little Caesars. They still open? Yeah, there's one in New Jersey somewhere. It's
Real
fucking-
racist area. Damn. Little C's.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P. We
yeah.
need to cancel them.
I thought they were already canceled just by the market. The market was like, no, we don't want them.
No.
We legitimately don't like their pizza.
Was it a $4 pizza? Get rid of it.
Yeah. Maybe it was maybe they're trying to, it could be a PR thing, dude. I was reading the
PR
Edward
move.
Bernays book. It could be just like, look, let's just get our name out there. Who cares how?
That was Kumia's move. It was a joke they were doing about how they would invest. If you got canceled, they would invest in your company. Like when the Papa John's thing happened, they were like, we're investing in Papa John's stocks. Because they're like, it's very low right now, and in like a week, everyone will forget.
True.
It's a good move.
Papa
we should probably
John's-
invest in Little C's right now.
You think so? Following a swap?
In fact, let's invest by ordering some Little Caesars because I am fucking hungry.
Sure, we did need to figure out what we're rubbing on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am. Yeah, we'll have to follow. We'll get some developments in this story.
We're
as-
gonna
as the
figure
night
out what
goes
happened.
on.
Do you guys have any developments on who the pizza makers were?
True. I would like to know.
I
that.
did see that they were fired.
They did get terminated.
They
Thank
got
you.
it was two.
Thank God.
2 employees are fired.
If you can't keep a job at Little Caesars,
It was in Ohio, so that might explain the swastika.
what are people from Ohio funnier? What are we doing here?
Dave Chappelle's in Ohio.
True.
Yeah. Thanks.
So Ohio. Okay. So middle of the country, spinning out the pizzas. I wonder how many go unchecked a year. How many?
Truthfully, even funnier if it's real. Like as far as the intention.
Oh, dude.
If the intent was to literally be racist at somebody via
I'll show them. Yeah,
pepperonis,
I'll show them.
it's pretty funny.
It is. It's funny either way. If a guy was just like, ha. I do think there was a swastika pizza that got sent out on mistake, and they were just like, fuck.
I can truthfully see, not me, I would never do something like this, but arranging, being like, look at this, to whoever's working back there with you, arranging some pepperonis to perhaps make a swastika and be like, haha, wouldn't this be funny?
Yeah.
And then you go out back, smoke your pot,
True.
and then you come back in and it's gone. Perhaps somebody who didn't know what that symbol meant.
No. Yeah.
Maybe there was
Some African immigrant who's
some
just
guy
like,
who's literally, he's like,
that's cool.
yeah. Oh, it's a pretty cool symbol. Same reaction to everybody that's ever seen it. It's actually a cool symbol. No fucking idea what that means.
Some African dude sliced it up and started drawing it the next day. Like, that thing's fucking. Remember you see like the S with like the 3 lines you connect the dots? He's
Yes.
like, it's pretty cool.
It's fucking
Some African immigrant just fills a notebook, a delivery driver just fills a notebook with swastikas after that. He's like, I fucking like
gotta
this.
explain to him. You gotta explain World War II to some guy.
Dude,
Yeah, man.
this is what I specifically wanted to talk to you about, dude, was the Edward Bernays thing in World War One. So I started reading the book started reading Edward Bernays' book where he was a PR guy who, like, back then, like, ad guys were looked at as like scummy kind of like hucksters, and like same with PR guys, and they pretty much sold the masses. This is where I need your World War One knowledge.
Yes.
But apparently they took guys, the average dude around World War One time, and we're like, yo, Prussia? It was Prussia, right?
Prussia
Prussians?
was, yeah.
Yeah, they were just like, we need to go to war with all of them. And people were like, I could see that.
Yeah.
So they basically made it a popular idea to go to war with Germany back then, using just like radios. So that's kind of the question, like, how do you make people who have no knowledge of geopolitics, like, whatsoever,
Well,
there's
what
no information
they
out.
did was like make them like a big ape, like the Hun
Yeah,
was like a big brute.
yeah.
I remember because Hitler was like, that's how you do it when he was in World War II. Because in World War II, Germany's propaganda of whoever they were fighting was like a cartoon pussy.
Yeah.
And then then you're in the mud dying. You're like, this isn't.
This
This is different than the propaganda.
Yeah.
These are not cartoon pussies that we just beat the shit out of.
These are tall.
So what the Allies were doing was putting out this like big fucking jacked ape that was carrying a lady in like a club. And it was like, you gotta go kill that fucking Hun, dude. The Germans are jacked.
Well, that's kind of what the book was about. Bernays he was kind of bragging like, you need guys like us. The whole book is supposedly him being like, look, I know people like propaganda, because propaganda came from I think the Vatican put it out when like Protestantism was like kind of like
propaganda is everything's propaganda.
Yeah, well that was
if you put something out, it has an agenda.
Yeah, but
pretty much.
Yeah, but so it started with it was called propagating. Like the Catholic Church was like, we need to propagate the good word and propagate people's minds. And they were like, a propaganda. And everyone were like, it sounds pretty fun. Literally, that's how it came out. And it was like, you would be like, check out this propaganda. At first, it started as like a neutral word, like, yo, we got some new propaganda, or like some propagated information. People were like, those fucking rules. And then I think World War I happened.
A couple people got tricked into doing shit.
World War I happened.
Why don't you stop bringing that propaganda around? I end up fucking up every time.
Well, Bernays wrote a whole book being like, no, guys, propaganda's sick, and you need it because basically the average person is kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
And you need guys like us who are level-headed in the right position in society to tell people what they want. Otherwise, all the wheels fall off. So it's like technically everything is, but like, dude, they were talking about like taking like you go to a piano company, and like we want to sell more pianos, and Bernays would spend like a year doing this thing where like he would set up interviews where like you go to talk to like celebrities, and he's just like, oh, that over there, it's my music room. And they're like, oh, you have a music room? That's pretty cool. And people are like, I want a fucking music room. So it's like you do shit like that to condition people to like, you're not even selling them a piano. You're telling them like a music room, something they need. And they're like, I need a fucking piano. And it's like that way it's their idea. So I definitely hear you. But it's like the whole book's about basically if you give guys like that who, now have the research and all that, if they can talk people into doing World War I with like a radio. It's like imagine all the fucking signals we're getting all day and like what the fuck they do to us.
Yeah, because World War I was almost for zero reason.
That's what I heard. No one really knows why it was.
Or what it was fought for, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the war, they were like, all right.
That was cool.
Who won what? Or did we all just die?
Yeah.
And everyone, And that's...
So how do you...
I don't know. And then America's population we had a ton of Germans. Same thing with World War II, where like a lot of our country was German or Irish.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, we're not going to fucking help the British.
True.
And the German people were like, I've been here for a year. Yeah. I'm not going to go fight my country. Yeah. So, I mean, it was tough. And they definitely had to hit them with some radios, hit them with some like weird something like, the German Hun is coming. They're like, oh, well, I've heard that. Now I want to kill.
Yeah, well, that's what Spud was saying. They had, in England especially, there was little kids, they had books that like, you would grow up with a book being like, and one day you'll fight Jerry. And they're like, I hate Jerry, Dad. And like, for some reason, they were telling kids, like, you have to go fight Germany.
They still do that.
For 20 fucking years.
In certain countries, they do that.
Japan, they did that for a while.
Yeah.
They'd be like, you have to go fuck up X,
Dude,
Y, and Z.
I watched the sickest ESPN. There was a documentary on, like, this tournament that happens. And first off, they fucking love baseball.
Yeah.
They, like...
Do they really?
With, like...
Oh, yeah.
With, like, a military-level discipline, love baseball. Look... I was watching it, and I was like, all right, this is funny. How are we not allowed? We got to be allowed to make fun of this, right?
How much they love baseball?
Yeah, it was a bunch of, like, it was his team. I think it was a high school team, but I couldn't.
How are they? Are they nice at baseball?
They're fucking sick. Japan's nice at baseball. Yeah. But they get, like, hyped. Like, the stands get fucking, like, it's like a football game, the way they're reacting to shit. It's not like American baseball where we're all just sitting there drinking, like, you don't know any of the players. You're just there getting fucked up. This is, like.
Japan's pastime.
Japan's pastime is, like, they're fucking amped. But the coach goes at him like with like honor, like the coach is very. He's
sick,
like,
dude.
You did the, it was all in Japanese.
Sure.
So I mean, as a white person, I don't think I can use my privilege to imitate. I don't know. What's the rule? Why is it a rule?
I don't know.
I'm trying to even make fun of the rule. I don't know why. You're not allowed to do it.
You're not. It's been. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that accent.
Yes.
There's accents you can do. So I think you can only do an accent that you're the same color as the person. That's like what's supposedly, unless you're, of course, if you're not white, you can do any accent. Which whatever. But
it's
I think
a weird rule.
That's the rule. Yeah, that's the rule as it stands right now.
You can only do accents of your color.
Yeah. So you can do it
black
in
people
English?
aren't allowed to do Asian?
No, black people can do Asian too. I mean, it's like kind of. I think it's
It's
kind
like
of
the power rankings. You can do.
Yeah, I think it's like you get like 30 seconds a month as a black dude. You can do 30 seconds of an Asian. I know you can rip an Asian accent as a black dude.
Yes.
Pretty like no one's really bothered about that.
Yeah, you kind of. I see it every time I go to a convenience store.
Yeah,
I hear one.
Yeah,
A guy's like, "You pay for that?" And the black dude's like, "Oh, bong, bong, bong." Shut up, motherfucker. I'm like, oh man, these guys are getting after it down here.
Well, that's something nobody talks. Maybe they do, but I don't really hear about it. And all of this this is so unjust. This is like, dude, the store next door to us is like 3/4 inch fucking bulletproof glass. And it's like no one gives those dudes shit of being like, yo, bro, it's kind of fucked up.
What's that about?
To start a store and be like, I'm gonna only transact with people like it's like fucking
Yeah,
like
you
a
put
towing.
like a fucking juicy fruit in a fucking slot and slide it through. Like, no, give me quarter.
It's like very
It's
very
fucking- sorry, I apologize.
very low faith arrangement, dude. It's like you go in there and it's like whoosh, you slide a thing around. It's like, dude, we're transacting. I bought like 3 water bottles in a club soda. So it's like no one.
Oh,
gives
you're
us-
talking about the one right here.
Yeah, it's like you go in there and it's a whole operation. And nobody is like I think people have said like that it's something
Yeah,
that's
I remember they were getting some shit for it, and then, I think they're like, we're not lowering it.
Yeah,
We're not getting rid of the bulletproof glass.
That's the thing too. I used to work for a Korean beer distributor, and the guy told me he used to work in a 40 deli, and he was like, "That's what he called it." He's like, "I worked in a 40 deli,"
Yeah.
and he said he got stabbed twice, I think,
All right,
shot
well,
at once.
I'm definitely putting glass up. If I get stabbed once, I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Well, it's so funny too. You come from Korea, and you're like, "All right, what's the business here? We're going to start a store," and they're like, "Oh, and by the way, put up like a thick thing of bulletproof glass," and they're like, "Why?" He's like, "Just do it. Just fucking do it." It's kind of
They
weird.
love Cobra.
What?
It's like, all I'm saying. Like, why do I have to put up the bulletproof glass? They're gonna do anything they can to get that Cobra. Yeah, that's.
Either way.
Oh, but the one coach was yelling at a kid. It was high school because I forget, the tournament starts at like the high school level, and if you win, you advance. You keep advancing up until like better brackets.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. It's like the whole country participates in it. But it was following this high school team, and this guy was like yelling at like a first baseman for not communicating, and he was just like, "You don't communicate," and the kid was like, "Sir." And he was like, "You're not communicating." It was fucking sick. And then he was like, "Get out and fucking go collect baseballs." So the kid had to like walk in the woods behind with a bucket and trying to collect it was great.
Damn.
Dude, he had them all. He walked out of his coach's office. The whole team immediately took a knee as close together and around him. And then he named the starting lineup. And every time he did, they were like, then he would be like, "Number 3, Yoshimito." And they were all like, the kid would come up and get his jersey and be like, "Go, dude." They were nasty.
That's
how you run a team. None of that showboating.
True.
Just
so,
dudes
that's so
listening.
intense, man. That
The
would
kid,
be like,
the way the kid talked back was he was going, "Sir, sir," and he was like, "Don't fucking talk
Don't
back." to
sir me.
That the closest you could get was being like objecting by being like, "Sir, please, sir." And he was like, "Don't fucking ever respond to me." It was pretty wild.
That's bro to you.
Yeah, that's coach, bro.
Yeah, I heard they Little League World Series is like their World Series in Japan.
They get
I
fucking
heard they get
amped on it.
hype for Little League World Series.
It's
They're
pretty
good.
sick.
They
Little
come
League
in.
World Series is fun as fuck to watch.
Is it really?
Yes.
How fast they throwing?
Well, they're so close to the plate that it like equates to like major league pitching. I forget how the fuck they lie to make it sound exciting.
Oh, so they're up close.
The mound is closer, and these kids throw fast enough that the distance, the time to swing or something, I don't know.
I got
But every once in a while, like Dominican Republic or Harlem will sneak in like a 20-year-old. Then it's fucking great, dude.
That's awesome.
They just
dude.
sneak in like a dude that's jacked with a mustache and just goes yard.
Fuck.
Yeah, Little League World Series like steroids is just lying on a birth certificate, sending some dude in there.
It is the same thing, dude. It's having
fucking
like a
rules.
ton of testosterone.
Yeah.
Basically like being on steroids.
Yo, did we talk about the McGuire Sosa doc at all?
Yeah. You're talking about
pretty sick.
Slam and Sarah and fucking.
Well, that was just the nickname going into.
No, what was the actual
long
doc?
gone?
What
So
was the
it was
doc?
just Sammy Sosa's just out of his mind.
What's
It's fun
his
to
deal?
watch.
What's
Mark
his deal?
McGuire's first off. McGuire was huge.
Yeah.
He was 6'5".
Was he really?
He was like jacked, dude. Yeah, all he did is take steroids and hit home runs.
So he would just juice up, bench press,
Everyone
and
was
just crack
juicing, though.
balls.
Everyone
True,
was
yeah,
juicing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How
We're running on steam here. I'm
True.
fucking hot.
True that. Oh man.
What's going on, Matt? What are we doing for the food?
I don't know. What the fuck are we gonna get? Right now, I'm actually in the midst of a. I'm in the midst of a battle right now. I have the food. I'm thinking Indian food first of all. First things first. I'm thinking Indian.
I told
food.
you I have a hot date. You think I need Indian coursing through my veins?
True.
Having a fucking belly grumble there.
Yeah, you don't.
Just keep going.
No, man,
No, we need to get like PB&J's.
You think something real standard? We should eat some
Something-
boiled chicken.
That'd be great.
Eat a piece of
I
boiled
love boiled chicken.
I do too, actually.
I fucking love boiled chicken.
Eat a piece of boiled
I
chicken.
remember my college roommate made boiled chicken, and I was like, I guess we never boiled chicken in my house or something.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, this is the type of chicken I like. What is this? He was like, it's like hot water chicken. I was like, fucking, it's the best I've had. A little salt on a boiled chicken.
That's what you have to eat when like you don't know like what's upsetting your stomach. If you're doing like
Really?
an elimination diet, you start with just boiled chicken.
I would eat boiled chicken
Do
easy.
do an elimination diet. Start with boiled, dude. I started doing intermittent fasting, dude. I've been so fucking lightheaded for like. I didn't
Really?
realize how much I was eating.
Yeah, I didn't eat today.
Dude.
I feel you.
I was eating like so. I was like, all right, let me scale it back. 'Cause
I didn't eat.
I'm working out, and I'm like, I keep gaining weight. This is so weird. I was like, I'm not eating that much. And I started actually tracking it. It's like, dude, I was eating like 4,500 calories a day.
Oh
like,
man,
easily.
this past week,
Easily.
dude, I've been home
Yeah.
just getting. It's a buffet every night.
True.
It's full meals. You can get seconds. I have 2 dinners every night. Like I'll eat a full plate and then just stand up. It's totally normal to just stand up and get a whole nother plate
Nothing
and
wrong
sit
with
back
it.
down.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I've been.
Is that normal in other people, or is that
yeah,
why my whole
double
family's
double
fat?
plate double?
I think my whole family's fat from just everyone being like, it's not only accepted, it's expected
Yeah,
for
double
you to go up
plate.
and eat 2 meals,
You have to,
like 5 pieces of chicken.
dude. I go home on Sundays now because it's like I'll go out to my parents' house, bring the baby, and I'll go out there and eat like first of all, my little sisters will be like pissed if there's no ice cream. They're like, what the fuck? If there's
Oh,
no
that's
ice
another
cream
thing.
after
There's
the meal.
so much ice cream at my parents' house.
It's nonstop treats. Dude.
It's crazy. It's sweet treats.
That's how you do it, man.
I guess yeah. When you're a geese, like fuck it, you just watch TV after work and
Yeah.
crush sweets.
That's all you're supposed
You
to do.
don't even want pussy.
It's a bother.
Pussy is gone.
It's a patrol.
You have one pussy around you, and it's just constantly like it's just a cloud in your house. That's just like all you
Yeah.
do is eat sweets. It's like you eat sweets, and they both eat sweets.
First of all, girls do have a problem with sugar. Like girls, especially, I feel like because what happens whenever you start dating a chick or you're living with a girl, they instantly start pushing. It's like Coke for them. They'll start pushing the sweets on you. Like, come on, get a little pick. Me up.
Yeah, let's have a little dessert. I never
dessert.
crushed sweets. I was
Girl,
never
I'm
a
telling you.
sweets guy.
Dude, girls get if you like. I mean, maybe I'm just biased. I'm just dealing with Bae, but it's
Yeah.
like I'd watch her just like dong 2 bowls of Captain Crunch for fucking breakfast, and I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, you can't like
Captain Crunch, that's insane.
2 bowls.
That's
of
a
Crunch-
treat. That's a sweet treat.
It's dessert, dude.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, you can't.
Boy,
So I'm like,
that's a good dessert though.
dude, I'm at the point now where I can't even like that shit makes me sick to like even taste that.
I mean, that's how I felt about like donuts. Like the thought of a donut
Donuts
kind
are
of makes
good,
me
bro.
sick.
Donuts are good.
And then
yeah.
you munch one, and you're like, this is the best thing ever.
I used to eat strawberry frosted from Dunkin' Donuts.
Strawberry frosted, so good, dude.
But dude,
LeMaire's eyes lit up. I don't even think that's probably not even one of your favorites. You just like the sound of it. You like the idea. Of
Strawberry
it.
frosted with sprinkles. Ooh boy.
Yeah.
The
Good pink frosting gets me.
well, this is a problem too. It's like, well, first of all, with the
This
bays,
is the page. This is what people pay for. Good pink frosting gets me. What am I, a fucking idiot?
did you ever get into the idea of supernormal stimuli?
Oh yeah, Matt.
You haven't?
No, what is it?
So supernormal stimuli are things that affect your biology. So it's like, say, like, strawberry frosting. If you in nature were programmed to find sweets because there's energy.
Yeah. So this is what I think what we're describing is Doritos.
Yes.
Like
exactly.
it's literally it's chemically designed to be like exactly what you want.
Yes.
It's like salty. It's perfect.
You can't find it elsewhere in nature. That's the problem. So
Yeah.
it's like this thing that your body's like, minerals, salt, or like,
Yeah.
strawberry flavoring.
Cool Ranch.
It's so much better than a strawberry, but it holds none of the value.
Yeah.
It's negative value. And they did studies with, I think I've talked about this before. They had studies with butterflies where like there was like a butterfly that's attracted to like a dark shade of blue, and they just held up, they made a darker shade of blue that the butterflies are able to make, and they held up a piece of paper, and the male butterflies will just go to the piece of paper and just die. They'll just be like, this fucking rules, and they'll just die.
Yeah, this is all I needed.
I'm telling you, we live in most of our diets are like that. Our information, I think for the most point, I swear to God, I think we've gone completely off the reservation.
Yeah, we have.
Like 100%. We're fried, dude.
We'll bounce back. We've been fried before.
I don't know if we've been fried like this,
We
dude.
have. We've been fried.
Dude, when have they been staging global protests like with a snap of a finger in like all the major cities?
That's relatively new, but there's been worse. Global protests
sure.
are nothing compared to like
Nazis and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, we've been fried.
We've been
for sure.
fried.
But
We were fried in like the 60s here.
true. We were kind of we were.
We got out of that. We'll be all right. We're gonna be all right.
We did, but there's residue left over from that whole.
There
Like, that
is.
happened.
I mean, it echoes, and it's echoing right now, where everyone's like, "I want to be like that."
yeah,
It's like, well, you don't need to. We don't need that right now.
yeah. No, it's true.
That sounds like, yeah,
well, I want to be a hippie. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, that doesn't sound. I don't think that's what sounds bad about that.
It almost sounded like I was mocking activists, trying to recreate the civil rights movement, being like, "Yeah, we already did it."
Yeah, you're saying they're LARPing civil rights.
I'm not saying that. You said it.
I think protesting right now is a method of social control. I think people are you're getting your agenda from your little news rag. You're like, what are we after today? What's trending? Oh yeah, oh man, fucking let's go take it down. And then you just set up like a paintball fort in fucking Seattle, wherever the hell you're at,
Ugh.
and you're just kind of sitting there, just like, and guys, let's another dude. I was watching.
This shit'll be dead in a week. It's like you're excited about a movement.
Yeah.
You go building it, and every day you're handing out food every day. You're like, I'm volunteering down at the
Also-
shop. I hand out. It's like, how long are they just gonna sit there and be like, okay, now what?
Who's able
what
to
are they-
who's
yeah.
able to do this?
Yeah.
Like who's able to sit there all day?
Bums and rich kids,
Yeah, exactly.
and the rich kids love being around bums.
True.
They love being like, I'm pretty much a bum. It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah, not at all.
Get back out of here. Some
Yeah.
bums are gonna get nuts in those things.
Yeah, true.
I bet those chops are under-reporting some rapes, dude.
Do you think so?
If I was a bum, I'd be crushing tents, dude. Dude, those tents. It must be like Hulk Hogan shirts every night. Just like a dude, a bum, just like, oh yeah.
It's just like skinny white dudes with greasy mullets getting fucked by a
Stop,
bum.
dude.
Yeah, you're outside
Yeah.
7-Eleven. You got any change? Like, sorry, bro, I don't. You're like, all right, 10-3. You're in that neon
See
green.
you later.
10 over
Oh, that's where you're sleeping? No. Yeah, they must. It literally must be like grizzly bears at night. Like one of them just like pushes against your tent. You're just fuck. It's just like
Dad,
it's just
Dad.
somebody smelling.
You call your dad. He's like, you're at that fucking CHAZ. He's like,
Did you
"Get
hide
that
the food? Did you hide the food? No, it's out front. Fuck, dude, the bums. They're here. We gotta kill them.
Oh my god. Yeah, they
Yeah.
call the fucking arm. They call the police.
Yeah, the bums must just be going. Calling them bums is great. Homeless people,
Bum-
bums, dude. The bums must be down there just going nuts.
Calling homeless people bums is fucking pretty.
Oh
pretty
man,
funny.
how many of those fucking rich kids down at that fucking chop are just like
CHAZ,
are
chop.
just like
Why did they rename it first of all?
I think it had something to do with them not being autonomous because they needed help from outside. They needed like ambulances and because they kept shooting people. They needed like ambulances and like food and people to
True.
plumbing.
So they opened it up.
So they're like, we're actually not. We're
Well, the
just,
stores are still
we're just
open.
occupying. We're not autonomous.
Yeah, the stores are still
Yeah.
set up and like opening.
Some of those guys must be crushing.
Oh my god, they must be slaying. You must be slaying down there, dude.
But yeah, those kids. I mean, like it would be like right when I moved to Philly, I would see homeless people and they'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" I'd be like, "Hey, how are you?"
How are you,
Like
man?
I wasn't used to homeless people at all.
True,
Like
yeah.
I'd be stuck in conversations with homeless dudes.
yeah.
Like I didn't know you could just be like, just walk away. Like while someone's talking to you, you can just be like, "Oh, you're not human. I didn't realize you weren't a human."
Yeah. Yeah. Put your
I hadn't
headphones
lived in the city.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, I got nothing. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
sorry.
But there's definitely some kids down there that are just like sitting campfire,
Yeah.
and the homeless dude's just rambling, and they're like, "Oh fuck, I fucked up, dude."
Well, it's also too like imagine if you grew up in like I was thinking this more of like the people who are like doing like the
Just
propaganda.
thinking of homeless guy stories.
Oh, they're dude.
Like a campfire where you're like a male feminist, and then you're sitting across from this homeless dude that's just like,
Dude, I told you.
"I love getting some pussy, dude. I don't know about you, but there's pussy everywhere."
I
around
told you
here."
about the guy who used to work with my brother. He was this guy was nuts, bro. He was crazy. He used to just like sleep on porches and shit, and around like Penn and Drexel, and he died. He killed himself. And his boy, he was like schizophrenic. His boy, who was also homeless, came to the service, and the service was all like like West Philly communist, like parentally financed communists who were like at the thing, like, yeah, man, this is like he was in our community. His boy who would like chill in the like would go like away. They used to go away every now and again, like go to like a state hospital or whatever. They had to go to like some sort of program.
His boy like would go
his real boy came,
go to state rehab together.
Got the mic, yeah, he got the mic and it started just like, dude, basically it was a highly cancelable like schizophrenic rant, and people first started off like, hell yeah, and then he started getting into it. And he's like, and these fucking fags, blah, and they were just like, whoa, and they said they slowly.
I know it's a tough time for you.
Slowly were like, and just walked out.
Nice.
They were just like,
dude, please honor me like that.
Oh, just come
I'll
in
definitely die first. Please come in. Which actually, I don't even know why I'm asking. You're definitely going to schizophrenic rant. You'd be like, this actually reminds me of the frequencies that he was operating on, and they were so damn high. What the fuck? Who is that? It's like, it's his buddy. He did like a radio show with in the 20s.
Yeah, back in the early fucking. That does suck too. That we're like shit end on the century.
We did. No, we got a good part. We were at the new millennium. We were at the end. We had the 90s. And
true. Eminem ushered us into this new millennium.
It's true.
It's fucking sick.
That's where we are.
True.
I was listening to some old Eminem, and I was like, we're allowed to say this?
Oh, for sure.
I listen to like rap, even rap now. Like I was listening to an A$AP Rocky song. He was just like, I'm so handsome, dykes like me. And I'm like,
no, yeah,
chill, bro.
It'll get caught, but it'll be.
They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it.
But they probably won't because people are.
It's gonna come.
That's how scared people are being called a racist now. Of again, the epidemiologist being like, well, racism is a greater threat than COVID. And if they really did the numbers, they would probably find that COVID is the cure for racism. If they let that go through and hit all the geezers, dude, we could get a clean start. We could get a clean start, dude.
True.
We could get a clean start.
Yeah,
if they let that unchecked, racism would drop hard.
Yeah, what's his name? I was just thinking that today. Like the geezers, like the guy who just died today, Reiner. Carl Reiner.
What's his deal?
He was just famous. He was a writer, director. I think he pretty sick. I think he won like an Emmy in like 7 decades.
Okay.
Like he was a beast.
Swag.
But I think he was 98, so canceled.
What did they cancel him for?
No, I'm just gonna go ahead and say if you're 98, you're canceled.
Oh yeah, he did something.
If you're above a certain age, you're just canceled.
Yeah, that's true.
98 years, 100, dude. He was around in the 20s. He was in the 20s.
True, dude.
He was wild.
Yeah, that was like standard issue back then.
Yeah. It's funny to.
I mean, he would just be talking casually on tape and be like, and I met this Jew fella.
Yeah. Oh, I was watching my wallet, let me tell you, because this Jew fella was.
Last time we paraphrased the thoughts and words of people from the 20s, dude.
True.
But yeah, man. Imagine, too, going back to the CHAZ thing of being like a coastal elite, like a real coastal elite where like Harvard feeder schools, you're only ever around other elites. And then like you finally meet not even just like a bum, which is such a funny word. Not even just a bum. You just meet like a guy from like whose dad's a carpenter. You must be like, what the fuck? Like you've spent like summers in France, the finest education, your world travel. You have like a refined palate, and you meet some guy from like Conestoga, PA, and he's like, yo, dude, he's fucking dude. I'm just saying, you probably are like, oh yeah, my uncle's right.
Eagles were trying to pick up Colin Kaepernick. I was like, fucking fuck that, dude.
I mean, they must come. That's where you get these guys. Like, how dare these guys say that it's up to them to control society? They probably like come down and try to talk to normal people and are like, okay.
Yeah, we can't.
This is fucking
They can't.
crazy.
There's no way that carpenter from Conestoga should have a vote. He shouldn't vote.
Well, my neighbor's
Nobody at the Grove.
My neighbor's been
had the right. Suffrage should have been taken.
Well, they should have a thing on there like, who do you want to vote? And like also like, who's your favorite driver? And they're like, fucking dude, what's the guy's name?
57.
Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson. They're like,
5'7".
Floyd.
Easy. Yeah. When you buy your ticket, they should be like, and here's your voter ID. You trade us voter IDs for tickets to the Grove.
True. Probably like, fuck it. I don't need it.
I wouldn't vote. I would go to the Grove. One night at the Grove is better than voting.
For sure. 100%.
Dude, I got to get you down there.
I know. I got to peep that. Dude, I was the other thing too with the CHAZ. I was watching the videos and there was like, it's very weird. Where
is
like,
the CHAZ even, I keep cutting you off.
Sure.
But is it even fucking real? Like, are we getting hit with, it might be a nowadays, dude.
There's a real.
The CHAZ might be like 40 people.
No, it's a decent amount. It's like a, from the stuff I saw, and it's like they vacated a police station. So there's people occupying a police station.
Yeah, they took it back, I think, after they shot that kid.
Did they? It's not the people's.
They were like, all right, we're done. Playtime's over. You guys killed a kid.
Because well, exactly. But they spray painted police precinct. They put like the people's precinct. And it's like how old are you guys? To like go in there and be like, this is mine now. It's like, no, it's not. Dude, if they really wanted that, they would kill you and take it. And dude, and that's the other thing too. I think the thing people have to get over of like, like I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, they're wrong. It's like you're within a system that does not give a fuck which one you are. You're just sitting there being like, those guys are assholes. And meanwhile, they probably did send some sort of weird special ops guy to be like, go shoot a couple fucking kids and get them the fuck out. They probably fucking did that. And that's what I think people need to wrap their heads around of like, that's what they're up against. They're being propagandized. They went a little too far and they took over some weird little, some like art district. And people are like, it's also too like the news for billionaires is just like their subreddit. They're like, what are they talking about? And they're like, fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. So
that's hilarious.
They probably saw that and were just like, all right, what should we do here? Is like, well, this would be a kind of a weird thing to write about, but if you shot a couple fucking black kids, this would look like a real pickle. Dude, you're dealing with people.
The Reddit will get fired up if we do that.
I mean, dude, take people who like sold out jobs to go get like basically slaves again in other countries. And if you look at the exchange rate, it's like, well, we're paying them. It's like 13 cents an hour. It's like, you have slaves, dude. So it's like those people who are like, yeah, but what about all these people who are finally getting jobs, getting in the factories? You're just like, fuck them.
Yeah, that they have to spend on like their own uniform at that the factory sells to them.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And you're like, fuck them. And then like all of a sudden you're like, wait, what's going on now? And you're like, fuck. Because, dude, if people were just like, imagine, this is what I think has to happen for a lot of this shit to go away. Just like the GOP or like the debates, nobody watches it. Just be like, fuck that. Like for everyone to be like, that shit's fucking fake.
That is the one thing I'm going to watch. Oh, I'm so,
if they do Biden versus
at
Trump.
Notre Dame.
Biden versus Trump?
Biden versus Trump at ND. That could be the game we go to this year. There's going to be no game. There's going to be no college football, I don't think. I was confident early, but it's looking bleak. If we can go to Biden Trump at ND.
He's not going to have a crowd?
I don't know, but we could tailgate.
Trump's going to demand a crowd.
If we did a live cast at Notre Dame, Trump v. Biden, the beating we're about to see.
It'll be ugly, man.
Trump versus Biden will be, I mean, I can't think of a worse beating when it comes to just a debate. It's going to be literally, it'd be like in school if you put the retarded kid against the retarded bully and just put them in a room and we're like, all right, you guys talk.
Oh, my
God. The retarded bully's going to be like, you're fat and stupid. And the retarded kid's just going to be like, he can't even talk.
What was that show about the mayor of Chicago who slowly loses his mind? It was Kelsey Grammer was in it. There was a show about.
You watch some dog shit. You watch, dude, Smallville.
Dude, how about the picture I sent you from Smallville?
I don't know about it. I don't know how to feel about it.
So I was watching.
Matt was watching Smallville and caught a little Easter egg.
Yo, bro, that was
an Eastern egg.
That was an Eastern egg for sure. I'm watching. Dude, I used to sit there and Brittany will be like, let's watch Smallville. And I remember watching it 10 years ago. My brothers got it. I shouldn't say my brothers, just Kevin and Spud got into Smallville. I remember being young. This is an old show and being like, this kind of sucks, guys. And they'd be like, fuck you, dude. The show's cool. And I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I just never really watched it. Dude, it is actually worth watching now. It's so fucking bad. It's like that bad that it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And I was watching yesterday with Brittany.
Wasn't it like a fucking TV? What was that on?
I have no fucking idea.
I feel like I've only seen it on like...
Dude, I think it's episode 6.
Yeah, like CW.
See, I think it was on the CW. It was episode 6.
Just trash.
Episode 6. So there's an episode called Hothead. That's about the football coach that like gets so mad he lights stuff on fire. Dude, it's so fucking funny. Where he's like bossing kids around, like threatening to beat them. It's actually kind of funny.
All right.
And then the sixth episode is about a guy who like gets so cold because he falls into the pond that has like the kryptonite shit in it, and he freezes and gets so cold that he can only survive off female body heat. So he's essentially kind of going around and raping chicks, but he's just like, I'm so cold, sorry about this. And he'll just like grab girls and freeze them. And then like they fall and shatter. So it's like,
damn.
The show is fucking crazy how they wrote it. But at the end of I think the episode's called Cool.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good so far.
At the episode called Cool, they at the very end, they're just for no reason showing footage of high school kids, and there's an Asian kid who like runs one way, gets blocked, and actually like tries to get around.
Very good acting,
dude. It was very good acting if you observe any sort of intersections in cities. But it was like he like nerd.
that guy was
He nerd ran, got blocked, and was like did like a weird movement and like ran the other way. His shirt said Rice Ita with a picture like almost a propagandistic like World War II image of an Asian guy. Front and center on the screen. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Some costume director or that guy was just maybe back then, in order to be an Asian kid and not get teased, you had to like rock gear like that and just be like, hey. And they're like, hey, you, nice shirt, bro.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, Smallville is fucking lit, dude.
Asians, I mean, they pick their hole. They're like Barry Sanders. They're very patient in the backfield trying to look for a fucking, and then they hit the fucking hole, dude. They'll power. I'll be in New York walking and just get fucking, someone's just coming through.
Some Asian rips through.
Yeah, it's just fucking swim technique. Yeah, we gotta get them on the D line.
Pedestrian juking, dude, where you're in someone's way and just be like hit a spin move around. That'd be pretty sick.
I think of the white dude adopting a black kid and getting juked. All the time. Like, dude, Matt had a sick bit once. That was, sorry, I can't. I have to be like, bit, fucking jokes are gay. Where it was like a dude who adopted a black kid and he just kept getting his ankles broken. like they'd be walking to the hallway together and be like, oh, sorry. Oh. Just getting crossed all day.
I forgot about that.
Oh, maybe. I still think of it, especially because my nephew and my niece, and literally every day I'm like, if I trip in front of these kids, just get my ankles
me, and he's
broken.
just like, goes like that. You're like, God damn it!
God, kids, quick.
Yeah, well, it was funny because I was watching. I think what I thought about that, I was at a basketball game and I was at a graduation. At the time.
You and me played a couple black kids and I fell on the court.
You fell?
Yeah, but I like fell. I was
we
down.
won. We also
I was in the
won.
post battling. I didn't get shook.
True.
But it was enough. If you fall in any game with black people, they are screaming.
Over. Yeah, it's over.
Nobody will. I mean, especially if it's a step back and you fell, everyone just pauses, waits to see if the jumper goes in. If it's in, you gotta
fight. You gotta fight.
You have to fist fight.
Well, luckily, for the record, we were playing 2-on-2 against I think 12-year-olds, and we won.
We did.
You were
pure
a
physical,
monster in the post, bro.
Physical. On like kids. That would have been cancelable if somebody filmed that.
Us posting up. You posting up on a 12-year-old? Fucking bah. That was pretty fun. Yeah, man. I was thinking about. I was at a graduation. And it was like a white lady who seems to have adopted like black kids or one black kid, and like he wasn't like listening to her. And she's like, "Come on!" She's like getting more angry, and like she had to kind of snatch the kid up and like, get over here. And like, it was just funny because all these other people were like watching her, like, "I dare you, bitch, to fucking grab her, hit him." So it was like I was watching it kind of like,
right.
You're gonna finally do this. The kid was just fucking running around doing all this shit, just fucking around like kids do. But like usually, be come here, get over here and grab him. This lady was like, "Come on, stop!" And he's just fucking, running circles around. And I was like, "Damn, that's kind of uncomfortable."
I look forward to that with my sister.
What? Oh, just watching her
experiencing something like
that. I don't think she'll,
because she will not hesitate.
I was about to say, yeah,
she'll punch a kid in the face.
But then I think it's like
I think
it'd be one of those things. People
she would never punch him in the face.
No, I think if you were to like grip him up, like this is what we're not going to do.
Oh yeah,
people would be like, "Fuck yeah,
dude. Respect."
Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, it was funny. This lady was
sitting there being like, "No, please,
stop, please."
So you gotta hit him.
Yeah, or just grab,
slap that
or
kid.
Just be like, "Come here."
Yeah,
dude. I
obviously don't hit kids.
Don't hit kids. But again, dude, I used to go to the shopping. I used to go to the ShopRite, Super Fresh on Broad Street near Temple. Bro, I would even though
kids are getting fucked up in there.
I dare you to reach for a pack of nerds to check out, dude. I would see kids get like swear to God, like illegal strikes in MMA. Just a mom would just fucking elbow them in the fucking head, and it's just people are just like.
Yeah, I never got. I don't think I ever got hit at the grocery store doing that, but I don't even think as a kid I reached for the candy.
Really?
Like I knew how. Guaranteed no.
I had sticky fingers back then.
Phil can't. Still to this day will not. Dude, he made dinner last night.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, "What do you guys want?" I was like, "Dude, I've literally eaten pizza for like a month. Let's have like a salad."
Hoping to get that one Lucky Za. That's Swa.
We got it. True. I mean, it's like the golden ticket. I'm like, Charlie.
You get to go to the CHAZ and fucking intimidate people with AR-15s.
Yes. True. That was the Little Caesars golden ticket.
You
You got to go to some fucking Italian dude's house to how he makes it.
You get to beat.
Phil-
You get to beat his wife for him.
Yeah. This is how I make it. Just knock her around a little. Phil made. This is his salad last night was.
Sorry.
He made a salad. Phil made a salad.
How was it?
First off,
Was there cherry tomatoes?
There were 2 sides.
Mm-hmm.
It was a couple cans of tuna.
Oh.
No mayonnaise. No, not a salad. Just literally tuna that he
man.
smashed up. A giant pile of cottage cheese. He loves cottage cheese.
You told me he'll eat it.
I don't eat cottage cheese. A pile of cottage cheese, a pile of tuna, and then lettuce with strawberries and blueberries in it that he put gazebo house dressing on. It was it was crazy that he made that. I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, and I'm coming up.
Tuna's the misstep here.
I mean, tuna.
Tuna's
I ended up eating Triscuits and cheese for dinner. Pretty sick.
You snubbed
actually.
his
Triscuits are fucking
salad.
nice.
Triscuits are
I
delicious.
threw his salad. I made the mistake for some reason not knowing how gazebo house dressing tasted.
What is it?
It's almost like salty, vinegary.
Okay.
It doesn't match with blueberries.
No.
Remotely. And I had to throw it out, and then Phil ate it out of pride. He couldn't.
It's tuna fish. Tuna fish is the wild card.
Tuna fish with nothing mixed in it. Just canned tuna that he's.
Where did he get the recipe?
He did it, dude. He went to the grocery store. He's a dickhead.
It's probably at the end of a conservative chain letter. Also, try our recipe.
Yeah,
The New York Times
cottage
is
cheese
try our
helps
recipe.
with COVID. Yeah. But it was great. My mom was furious, which is fun to watch.
That's pretty tight.
Literally being I'm disappointed in you as a human.
Right, for constructing
She didn't say
this.
that, but just look, it'd be this is insane what you've done here. And then going upstairs, and then it's just me and him, and he's like, I think it's good, and ate the whole thing. He had to eat the whole thing. And I was like, that shit sucks, right? He was like, he started laughing.
That's so
Yeah,
fucking funny.
he's, God, and I can't complain because I was down in the basement, dude. I got a new computer game that
What
I'm
you got?
going in on. Warhammer Total War. You remember that guy's little figurine? I've been
Yeah.
playing it.
You're playing the game.
I've been playing the computer game. That's fun, dude.
He sparked a little
First off,
Warhammer.
let me tell you something, Matt. I am part of the vampire clans.
Are you really?
I'm up in the woods, very spooky. What do you think about that, LeMaire? You don't like the vampire clans?
No, I don't know. Warhammer some nerd shit.
I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. You're lucky the current climate prevents me from beating the shit out of you for that. You're so lucky the current climate and my current image would prevent me.
Dude, you know what I thought about the other day before you get into Warhammer? How if you had enough money, you could get BuzzFeed to just print that you're awesome and everybody should go to your shows.
Yeah, definitely. People
could-
definitely do that.
you could-
I mean,
exactly.
they do that. Kevin Hart will be walking down the street with a valet that's taking a selfie, and he's like, "What's up, man? Stay blessed. Have a great
Yeah.
I love how hard you work." And they're like, TMZ will be like, "Kevin Hart spreads positivity.
Exactly.
Here's his tour."
I mean, that's a sick
I would
hustle.
imagine. I should do that.
You could, if you had enough money, you could. I swear to God, you
have them film me beating up protecting a minority of any kind, and doing cool moves to a racist.
Dude, why don't you do this? You could. This is what you need PR for. You could stage an event where you definitely stop somebody from doing something.
Or
like
we
that.
could just do classic internet. I could just one punch a stranger and then be like the caption, be like, "Dude said N-word."
True.
You can just beat up a kid at the park.
So what we need to figure out in terms of staging a hate crime, a fake hate crime. We should hire.
Are you talking Jussie and me?
Yeah.
You think I
that's
should
what I'm saying.
Jussie out?
You should Jussie out. Wasn't that a Nigerian guy he
Well,
punched
there's
in the
no
face?
hate crime that I can get done to me.
I
that
know.
would gain sympathy.
You have
I
to
need to
step
prevent
in.
one.
You got to Batman a hate crime.
I need to find perhaps a minority that's in hot water right now to join me on this
True.
that I can protect.
From getting hey, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Well, think about it.
Is there a black person that's been canceled that's not sexual?
Terry Crews is about to get canceled, I think.
Nah, Terry Crews.
Well, he's-
also, tried defending Terry Crews. I got you,
Don't
Terry.
worry. I'll shield you.
No, Terry Crews isn't going to get canceled. He's just all. What did he say that was so bad?
All lives matter.
No, he didn't. He said don't become the thing you hate by being like black people are like the best and white people suck. People are like, fuck you, dude. This isn't about that. And it's like, okay, then fine. You don't have to spaz on him about it. Did he say all lives matter? Also, fuck you, who cares if Terry Crews can say whatever he wants?
Yeah. Yeah.
He kicked his dad's ass.
Yeah,
You
and
know
he
that,
got
right?
jerked off or something at a Hollywood party.
Yeah, guy grabbed his fucking dick. He's had a hard life, man. Terry Crews.
The fucking gall to grab Terry Crews' dick.
What happened to that guy? Where's he? I haven't heard a thing about him. He probably has friends at BuzzFeed. That's what I'm saying, Shane. You could have grabbed Terry Crews' big fat
Could
dick,
have
dude.
stroked the fucking shaft. Just be like, you like what I'm doing to you? No, you don't.
You're fucking gay.
I'm going to put you in Parks and Rec or something. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, what happened to that guy? Yeah, I'd love to know.
The guy who had that guy should be running for president.
Who grabbed
Whoever had
Terry...
the fucking power and strength to just be like, I'm going to jerk off this giant dude right now. He's not going to do shit.
Yeah, especially he's like, give me the biggest, blackest dick in this room. And he's like, there he is. He's like, I'm going to grab it. That's a fucking go-getter, dude.
That's a guy who should be leading from the front.
Or behind. Was it a reach around or a frontal assault? Was that an eye contact doorbell ring?
It does have now that I'm thinking about it, the reach around sounds right, like a hug after a party and be like, oh, look at you, Terry,
Your
a big
dick always
motherfucker.
kind of feels gross in dress pants anyway. And if someone fondling it, it would be like, it's an instant boner, honestly, just contact. So if someone's fondling your dick in dress pants, you're going to get a prom boner. Instant prom boner.
I was like,
prom boner.
Guaranteed
just
boner.
Instinct prom boner. Yeah, so Terry Crews, from what I said, it was like, yeah, man, what did he say? He was like, sure, Black Lives Matter, but don't be Black Lives Better or some shit. I don't know. Which again, you could be like, dude, wrong or whatever, but you know, he's gonna get canceled for that. He's trying to peacekeep, dude. What was the intent behind it? He's trying to peacekeep, dude. Doesn't he have a white wife too?
No, I think he has a black wife.
Oh,
Look it up.
people
That's
were,
good.
People were trying to say
a
he has
lot
a
of them,
white wife.
not to be a motherfucker, but you see a lot of them with some honky wives
Yeah.
on the woke tip.
Oh, who go?
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Oh,
Yeah,
like you're
thank
talking
you,
about.
Don't get me started.
LeMaire, what do you think of that? The
Yeah,
white
LeMaire,
women.
weigh in on that.
What about?
These sellout motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah.
We would never call them sellouts. LeMaire,
My podcast blew up. I didn't sell out.
true.
He does
Yeah,
have
you
a white
did?
wife.
How? Oh, you say that?
That'd be sick if that's how the
I'm a
podcast
black
is.
conservative, dude.
True.
That is a funny thing. That is a big thing still with black people. Of like, you know, you can be like, fucking white bitch, bro, you motherfucker, bro. It's like, it is kind of a sellout move, and also,
You think it's kind of a sellout move?
well, I mean, it's perceived. I should say it's perceived. Sorry, it's perceived as a sellout move.
Yes.
And the reason why, you know, they've done studies and they said that like black dudes and I think white dudes too are very, very likely to date outside their race. Asian dudes aren't, and black chicks tend to not be.
We've talked about this.
Oh yeah, we did. Sorry, we did.
Because I told you that was like one of the worst jokes I ever told. Was
What?
I thought this was hilarious. This is what would have been hilarious if I would have got canceled for this because some dipshit filmed one of my first open mics.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna do a dating show with just Asian guys and black women because
Go on.
nobody likes it. It was something like there was no joke. There was no joke at all. I was just like, because that's the group that nobody wants to fuck. Am I right?
Harrisburg
All right.
Comedy Zone erupts.
Harrisburg Comedy Zone. Yeah. I thought that. I was like, imagine sitting there and be like, perfect, that's a good bit. Next.
Oh.
And then walking into a room and saying that and be like, I don't know why I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that's the.
It was just a racist
See,
statement.
open mics have to be wild now.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, and what's funny is normal people don't understand the type of people that are at these things.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to a friend earlier
Yeah.
that got, like, kind of canceled.
Yeah.
They tried to.
Semi.
But it was just, and it was the same thing kind of with the people from, like, Philly's local scene that started talking shit.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I got in trouble, like, people I'd never met in my life, like, dudes that worked at an improv theater,
Yeah.
wrote, like, a paragraph about me. And it's like, oh, these are, the rest of the public were like, look at fellow comedians in Philadelphia hated him.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that guy, that's a retarded guy.
Yeah. That guy.
You don't understand. Every open mic is 90% insane retarded people.
Yeah.
90.
It's like the Cuckoo's Nest when they like bring the crazy people out to like a field trip. It is very much like that.
It's that.
It is. Dude.
It's the ward upstairs at the
Yeah.
Cuckoo's Nest
Yeah.
where Chiefs watch, it's just dudes that are catatonic standing there.
Yeah. Well,
Like you'll talk, dude. There's times at open mic. It was the same thing. How I was like talking to homeless people right when I moved here. I was talking to everybody at these mics, and I just look into people's dead eyes like, "What's up, man? That was good. That was a good bit." Be like, "Oh, thanks. You think that was funny?" Like just some fucking like Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. Like, I hope that guy doesn't kill himself.
Yeah. There was a couple dudes that I was like, I hope I don't get killed by that guy.
Yeah. No, there were
several.
I legitimately had people I was afraid I was on like a hit list of. A couple people I was like, this guy might shoot this room up.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, these are the people that are there. What's up?
Oh, you guys are at an hour.
Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah. Well.
You got anything else to add?
Well, just to say
Sorry.
that Terry Crews.
Sorry to get
Terry
at it.
Crews.
We don't need to go. Well,
Terry Crews is that? No, I mean, how's your bay feel?
My bay is.
She's on ice?
We're set. It doesn't matter. Cast over sniz
Heard
all
that,
day.
bro. That's what I'm talking about.
There's literally no.
I'm gonna say Terry
I
Crews.
mean, I hate to refer to her.
Terry Crews had a hard life.
Terry
He
Crews
grew up getting like his dad would beat the fuck out of his mom, and I think him as well. And one day he got so old that he got fucking jacked.
Usually that trickles
Beat
down.
the fuck out of. He said his dad in front of his kids once. He was like he had his dad out of his life forever. And then he's like, well, I don't want to keep my grandfather out of my kid's life. So he led him over to their house, and he's like, look, Dad, we don't do this shit here. Like, don't start your shit. And I think his dad like hit his mom or some shit in front of the kids. His dad did something really fucked up. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
Either like yelled
Grabbed
at one of the
his dick.
kids or like
His dad grabbed his dick.
I think he like hit his mom or did something really fucked up. And Terry and his kids had witnessed this, and he's like motherfucker. So he went to remember he got the call from his wife, went to his dad's house, and he's like, I beat the living piss out of my dad to the point he's like, I thought I'd feel better, I'd fantasize about this, and I just felt sad after that. I beat the shit out of my dad. I felt sad.
Terry Crews sounds like a pretty sweet guy.
He's a sweetheart, man.
I've been kind of. I think he's said a lot of gay shit before that I didn't like.
What'd he say?
Maybe I just didn't like it because I just thought it was like a victimhood shit where he was like, I'm addicted to porn.
Oh, I love
was
that,
like,
dude.
all right, beat it.
Basically, me and Terry Crews are the same.
You and Terry
We're
Crews
addicted
have
to
a
porn,
very similar
we're
journey.
jacked. What?
Yeah.
I never kicked my dad's ass. I tried to fight him once when I was drunk, and he denied me the challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although he definitely didn't deserve it either.
I got
was just
denied.
being an
My
asshole.
dad denied me as
Did he?
well. I took my shirt off.
Did
you
you?
want to fucking fight me? He was like, go upstairs, you pussy. Fuck.
Yeah, we are Terry Crews, basically.
Yeah, pretty much the podcast is Terry Crews. at
But
this
yeah, then
point.
you get Terry Crews. He's watching all these people fight. He grew up in a house where people are constantly fighting. Maybe he doesn't like seeing everybody fight. And he's like, hey, maybe this will bring everyone together. And like, fuck you, dude,
Yeah.
you fucking piece of shit. And he's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Remember that guy grabbed my dick and they're like, shut up.
Yeah, we don't care.
Fuck that
You're
dude.
jacked. You can't get raped. Shut up.
Yeah, he did. He did porn. He was a porn addict for a while. I love his porn addict talks were awesome in
Was
his
he-
car. He said he ruined his
Is he the
marriage.
one that was like, I'm going on the road, and then would go to like a hotel and just jerk off?
Yeah, dude. This guy fucking rules.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
He loved
Telling
porn,
your family,
dude.
like, oh, I'm out of town this week, and just going on a porn binge in a hotel room?
Dude, you don't think I want to porn binge a hotel? Yeah, actually, how long do you have?
Shut up, dude. This is why we can't go live.
I might start running hotel rooms as a jerk off, slide him the key back, and be like, done with it. And like,
We're going to look back on this clip. This is going to get clipped.
what? Of what?
I'll get in trouble.
What are you going to get in trouble for? What are you even talking
Having
about?
fun, dude. You know how to
I didn't even say anything.
All right.
All I said is I want to jerk off at a Howard Johnson's. Can you make that happen?
I will rent you a Howard Johnson's.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
Dude, if you really want to do that, like jerk off for like a day.
Dude, I might have you fake a weekend and like
Say we're
I'll
on the
just
road?
fly, yeah, and just we'll just rent different rooms and just I'll meet you in the pool. I'll meet you in the pool.
Every half hour, we'll go out to the pool.
God.
Every hour, hit the cannonball, back to the room. Post pool jerking off is pretty nice.
Oh, for sure.
Popping off wet trunks.
Post fucking beach.
Yes. Post
Ooh,
beach.
shower, outdoor shower jerk at a beach. Woohoo.
Post pool or beach sex is possibly number one.
True. Yeah, I would agree.
Why does it feel so good?
AC's cranking up. Oh, you're talking about I thought you were about here.
I mean, that answer could be good for both.
Yeah, I was talking about going on the road with you, dude. You know, when you're done.
I'd
with
like you
Kelly,
to- I'd
let me
like you to go
fucking-
on the road
Let me just
with me.
jerk off.
I'd like you to go on the road with me. I'll be in San Diego at the end of July. Can you take a
When
weekend
is
off?
when is the date of July?
The last couple days
'Cause
of July into
going,
August
Bay's
1st.
going away in July to Chicago, which is good. I'm staying home. Is what I'm saying. I just have to paint.
will be
I have to paint our breakfast.
July 30th, 31st, and August 1st in San Diego. If you came and opened for me, that would be fucking radical.
I'm gonna check the dates because, like I said, I think she's flying. I think she's taking the baby and flying to Chicago for like a weekend to like see some family. I gotta stay home and paint. I gotta paint the breakfast bench. So but I gotta put a real nasty primer on it.
I'll buy you a new bench.
I got no. I had to
In
put
order
it,
for you
I
to
have to
come.
put it. Well, that's the thing. I can paint this thing real quick with some nasty primer, let it dry, and fly out. That would be so fucking sick. I'm gonna check the dates.
Come out.
I've told you I've rocked the comedy club
I will
before.
buy you a torso to just your eyes. I'll buy you a torso. You look like a dog when you say walk. I was like, I'll buy you a torso. TORSO.
I was actually
I'll buy you a torso for the whole weekend that you can just demolish. the thing.
mutilated, dude. Yeah, I was actually I was laying in bed the other day and I was like, I think it'd be chill if I bought a fleshlight. I'm like, I think I could rock a fleshlight again. It's just like, no, I can't.
On those weekends on the road, dude.
Yeah.
If I'm driving somewhere, I'll pass like a lion's den, bro.
Dude.
It takes a lot in me to not get off that exit, buy a fleshlight,
Yeah.
and I mean, but the idea of doing that before a show really weirds me out. Like fucking a fleshlight and then going like, "Hey, folks,
Save it
how
for
are
the-
you? How's
save-
everybody's day?"
Save it for the final night. So it's like you buy one, it stays in your room, you look at it all weekend.
And then leave it. You gotta leave
fuck
it
it
for
and
some
throw it
hotel
out.
room.
Just fuck it, throw it out, or just dismantle it like a fucking gun and throw it in 3 different rivers. Fucking-
True, it is 3 pieces.
just
You
the
pervert.
pussy,
How'd you know it's 3?
Because I had
4.
It's the
There's
thing
a
that
lid.
screws off. Yeah,
It's the thing you keep on, screw
screw off.
LeMaire's all about it. He got it. He visualized the attack.
Yeah. Break it down real
Like
quick.
Gump, dude. Why did you put that pussy together so quickly, Private Gump? All right, let's go. Let's go.
We're out of here. But I had just to let you know to go. You reminded me of my dream. I had a dream I was wearing a fleshlight and nobody knew. And every time I moved, I was kind of fucking it. So I would like walk around and be like, "Oh God, that feels so good."
Dude, you are a fucking weirdo. You are a weirdo.
I was like trying to come. I was in public, like moving around. Like I would like get out of people's eye and just be like this and just kind of like move forward and be like, "Oh God, I'm gonna fucking." And I would just hear like, "Eh!" I'm like, "Fuck!" and wake up. Like, God damn it. I was about to come from my fleshlight dream. God damn it, you woke me up.
O'Connor had sleep paralysis in the same bed I did.
What?
In the basement, in that room. O'Connor stayed at my parents' for like a week. He had it.
Damn.
He had paralysis. He didn't see the demon, but he said it felt like somebody was like physically holding him down. I was like, that's it. You had it.
Damn.
Same room. Something's going on in that room, dude. There's some bad juju.
Could be. Dude,
What are you looking at? You want to say, I see you wanting to say things.
Dude, I got sleep
You
paralysis.
literally looked at the mic.
What's up,
Worth it.
Give it a shot. I want to hear what he thought was going to be.
So maybe he's getting beat up by Phil. Night.
Jesus Christ.
Put that mic back up in there.
the fact that I mean, I'm glad you caught yourself.
Dude, I had sleep paralysis. So this is a level I've gotten to with sleep paralysis. I welcome it when it comes. I go, yes, it's coming. And then because when you get sleep paralysis, you get that like kind of sound. You get
Yeah.
that?
No, I've only had sleep paralysis like once,
Oh, I'll get it like every month or so.
and I'm still scared of it.
Dude, that rules, man. If you go, like, I've got the one you're talking about, it's horrible. When you kind of like come awake and you see things around you.
Yeah.
I've gotten that. That's bad. When I get a body sensation that goes, "Meh," and I go, I'm like kind of half asleep, and I go, oh, sick. I'm about to get
Well, I
sleep
get that.
paralysis.
Is it like it's almost like sometimes it'll be like a bang and a white, like I can see the noise.
So
I
what's,
think
what's
that's
the
called
noise?
It sounds like a fucking somebody dropped something in the room very loudly, like
Okay.
crazy.
No, I get it. What feels more like an electrical
I
current.
think I have exploding head syndrome.
You might have exploding head
In
syndrome.
fact, I certainly do.
I have a thing. So whatever I
fuck,
have
I'm
is,
gay.
and I get this during the day sometimes, where it just sounds like an electrical current passes through my body. So I'll be like moving around and go, meh. I'm like, whoa, and I get like a weird smell. But when I'm sleeping,
Just gloss over that smell.
I've looked it up.
What's the weird smell?
I think it has to do with my. I've like completely trashed my nervous system. through years of just precarious living. So I think it's like my nerves are on end.
You haven't lived that precarious.
I was fucking playing it fast and loose, bro, for about like a good fucking decade. You met me when we met.
Yeah, it's when
I
you
had
changed.
come off of I was still fast and loose.
I hated when you changed.
I had a.
We used to have fun together, dude.
Oh, that was nothing.
And then you're like, drinking's for faggots. And I was like, nah, dude, drinking rules.
Call Jordan Peterson, dude. I watched Jordan. I was stoned in my room, and I watched Jordan Peterson when they did the Pleasure Mountain when everyone was It was literally a donkey in the Pinocchio thing as he's breaking it down of like turning into a beast of burden. I'm like watching the donkeys have a good time, and then I hear wood stomp as the donkey stomps, and I'm stoned in my room at 1:30, and I was just like, oh, God, I got to go to school.
Yeah, that would fuck me up.
Fucked me up. But I think it was for the best.
That's why I stay away from the weed.
Weed
I was
rules,
just hammered. You hear fucking wood fly down the steps. You're like, shut up. That's it. There's no thought. There's nothing deeper than that.
Dude, so with the sleep paralysis now, I've gotten to the level where I'll feel it coming, and usually I'd feel myself going like the, I'm like, oh fuck, it's coming. I try to get out of it. In like mid sleep, it was like, I swear to God, it was like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just did mindfulness stuff where I just completely was just like, I separated myself and I was like, just go with it, dude. While I'm like sleeping, I completely just went Airbender mode and went into it. I swear to God, dude. And then I lucid dreamed.
No,
It
it's
was
funny to
fucking
think
awesome.
that you like are like, yes, now I am Airbender. It's like your hand was just in your messy asshole like a second ago, and then you passed out. You're like, now I bend reality.
Dude, I had lucid dreams. I went into it.
awesome.
It was pretty sick. But yeah, that is pretty funny. That I had just thought about wanting to. I had like a fleshlight dream. Woke up from it, fell back asleep, and was like,
Time for me to
"Oh,
destroy.
sweet. It's time for me to ascend."
All right, we gotta go.
We
have to go.
Let's get some motherfucking food.
Yeah, I do have time to.
It's
that'll
up to
be
you, man.
tough.
We can do next time.
All right, we'll figure it out. We'll decide after the Patreon whether or not we should feast together now.
We'll run one
We
more.
could
MK.
go somewhere and munch.
That's what I was.
I would have time to do
let's
that.
do that.
All right.
Uber Eats don't take too long.
Thank you guys. I hope you had fun listening to me and Matt joke around.
No, babe.
All right.